Hey
Okay.
guys, welcome back to this week's episode of What the Fuck is This Podcast? I'm one of your hosts, Monica.
And I'm Miranda.
Woo woo. This week we're a mess. Miranda's not showing her face.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'm doing self-tanner, so
We're busy women. We have
yeah.
things to do.
I need to look good.
Me still in my PJs at 7. I didn't feel like changing today. All I had to do today was like clean, so I didn't feel like changing. Like, there's no point. Like, I'm gonna get tired and sweaty from cleaning my room, and then I'm just gonna have the shower afterwards anyway. So why shower in the morning?
No, literally.
Just wait.
I feel you.
Um, this week we're skipping all the other seasons of A Secret Life of an American Teenager because we couldn't handle it anymore. We were tired of it. We're bored of it, and let me tell you, skipping those seasons made this season so much more exciting. Like, I was
Yeah.
so much more into it because I didn't know
Yeah.
what was going on, so I had to pay attention. So we ended up skipping 3 seasons. So we're covering season 5, episode 1 through 3.
Yeah.
But before that, let me tell y'all my book tea. I just started reading this book, and I'm not gonna have book tea for a while, y'all, because I just haven't read. Um, I'm reading Does It Hurt? Wait, is it my turn or is it your turn?
It's yours because I copied and pasted my book tea into the
Oh, yeah. Oh, we
love
can also
is
do that for me,
whatever.
because I'm going to Mexico tomorrow night.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna have a lot of reading to do because I'm not driving.
Yeah.
My parents are. Um, but right now I'm reading Does It Hurt? I just started it. I'm a little bit confused. It starts with her running away at an airport, and then she's in this random island in Greece. But there's one part that I'm gonna read to you right now, and I'm gonna tell you it made me want to close this book and not read it again.
Oh.
And it's not even like a part of the book.
Oh.
So it's the little, what is it called? That little note that they put in for the
Yeah.
readers.
Uh,
What are they
I
called?
don't know, but I know what you're talking about. Sometimes it's
Sometimes,
literally just called reader's note, so
this is the reader's note. I'm telling you, it's embarrassing.
oh.
To baby shark, step aside. Daddy shark is here now.
No. No.
I'm telling you, I just wanted to close the book and be done with it. I was like, no.
Ugh.
But I saw on Book Talk, I had already bought the book, but I saw on Book Talk that apparently there's a scene where they're like doing it and he shoves her head into shark infested waters while they're doing it.
Okay.
So I'll let y'all know how this is. But so far, I know that I don't know if she's lying to the guy or not, but she basically said that her family died in a car accident. They were arguing, they flew off a bridge, like One Tree Hill style,
Ooh.
flew off of it, and then they died. And she has a twin brother, and I think she's being accused of doing something to her twin brother, and that's why she's running away. So I don't really know. And she has money, but she only has money because she's like stealing people's identities, like only rich people's identities. And I don't know. And then literally like chapter 2, she's buying a pregnancy test to figure out if she's pregnant from this one night stand.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
She's not. Good thing she's not.
Okay. Well,
But
yeah.
that's my book tea for this week. Oh, it's by H.D. Carlton. It's the same one that wrote the Hunting Adeline series that I read that I did last
okay.
time.
Okay.
Dude, why is my family yelling right now?
Pop off.
Okay, so my family tea, y'all. I'm gonna make this a part of our podcast because I have so much of it. Today's gonna be short.
Oh, hold on.
I thought that was me. Dude, why are they so loud?
Okay, Matthew's here.
Hello.
We're just a
Well-
mess, so I don't have my camera on. She doesn't have makeup on. It's fine.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
I washed the patio.
Yeah, I heard. I went and saw dogs were barking at you.
I'm filling up the tub.
Oh, okay. You gonna do a
Are you
cold
gonna
plunge?
be able to rinse off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just know it's an hour. Wait, you know.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Eric, let's go. Deuce.
Sorry for the interruption. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Family tea.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, I was gonna do one of these, but these are like, and I'm not in the mood to read those right now. Probably after 3 episodes of Real Life, I'll be into it. Let me tell you the tea that happened while I was on my date last night.
Okay.
In the middle of, well, it wasn't really a date. Okay, we know what happened. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of it, my sister texts me, and she's like, "Hey, the dogs got in a fight. They're all right. Don't worry about it."
What?
What do you mean, don't worry about it? Send me my dog into a fight, and I'm not gonna worry about it? But basically, my sister's in town. She brought her German Shepherd.
Right.
And usually, we keep her locked in the room, even when, like, people are home, because if they see, because we have, like, my parents have, like, French back doors, and they have windows on them, and if they see each other through the windows, they will start, like, going at it. Like, we've tried to introduce them. I don't know if it's because they're both female or, like, what it is. They're both very
Right.
territorial. So they fight. Like, we've tried to do the on the leash thing. They got into a
Right.
fight. Like, we know they're gonna fight if they get into contact with each other. So somehow my strong ass little dog managed to break down the doggy door. Like the little shield that's on it. I don't know if my parents didn't like click it all the way or something, but the way she pushed on it, she was able to get in the house. And Boma, it was 1 in the morning. 1 in the morning.
Oh, God.
And they let Boma roam around at night, which, why the fuck would you do that? She's always supposed to be locked up. They let her roam around. They get into a fight. Apparently, for some reason, my mom thinks like the easiest way to stop a dog fight is by throwing water on them. My mom was throwing water all around the living room.
Okay.
She threw it on Kevin. She
Oh
threw it
my
on my
God.
dad, on my sister, and the dogs wouldn't let go of each other. And somehow, some way, my dad, that was born in the 70s, ended up falling. Oh, he was born in 65. So he's a
Oh.
little bit older. But he ended up falling on his back because of all the water that was thrown.
Oh, my God.
And then my dad was like extremely pissed when he stood back up. And so he yelled at my dog. And my dog like understood, like, my bad, you know?
Yeah.
And then Kevin had to like carry Boma out of the room so that she could calm down.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, and then my sister would just text me. She's like, "Oh, they're fine."
Don't worry. Bitch, I'm worried.
Yeah, and then like my parents are like mad at my dog, but like my dog lives here. Like she's perfectly fine around other dogs. Like my mom goes
Yeah.
on walks with my dog. Like if my mom's scared, if another dog comes towards us, like she drops a leash, like in case, which she probably shouldn't do. But she's like, my mom's scared of being bitten by a dog, so she'll drop the leash if a dog comes by, and my dog just sniffs them and then goes back to my mom. Like it's not a big deal with other dogs. So I don't know what it is about Boma, but they got into it. My dad fell. And then my dad's even more pissed. And like, he's like, "Y'all need to get a fucking doggy door." Because literally this is a problem every single time they come.
Yeah.
And they bring her.
Yeah.
And like my parents have been telling since they moved, to like get a doggy door. Because it's so much easier. Because then y'all can leave food inside. She comes in and out whenever she needs to.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Stop
maybe this
bringing
time
her.
they'll listen.
Yeah, exactly. Ugh. That's the worst.
Yeah, but that's my family tea. My dog is all right. She was like very spooked when I came home. She's a lot more alert now. And then like earlier I tried to leave my room and Boma was like out in the living room again. I don't know why. My dog's in my room. But like Boma came sprinting towards my door.
Oh.
So like yeah, so now it's like an even bigger hassle because I don't have to worry about like, oh, is Boma outside? Can I bring my dog out? Like all this other shit. Like it's such an inconvenience,
Yeah.
but
That's the worst.
what can I do about it? You know?
Literally.
And then Kevin is talking shit about my dog and all this other
What?
stuff. And I'm like, dude, it's not my fault.
No,
Like,
it's
my dog lives here. You brought your dog.
yeah, if anything, it's their dog's fault because their dog's trying to be territorial in your dog's space, so of course your dog's gonna be defensive. Like, this is your dog's home.
Yeah. But that's it. She's fine. She's perfectly safe, my reina. She's currently napping on my bed. And it's like, since it's been raining like the whole weekend, and I have like a white comforter, which like, it annoys me so much because she's like all muddy. But I just put my little Twilight blanket on top of it. So she's chilling up there right now. I would show y'all, but there's a mess. I'm trying to pack. Oh, okay. Another tidbit about me going to Mexico. My dad said, we're going for a week. So because my cousin's 15 is on Friday, but my dad wants to do stuff to his house over there. And so we're going this whole week. We're leaving Monday night. We're going the whole week. Probably coming back Sunday. So he's like, oh, pack for like a week. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I'm talking to my mom and my dad. We're in the living room, chitter-chatting. Mm-hmm. And he's like, well, it just depends when the tile guy can come. And that's when we'll come back. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, well, if he says he's going to come the week after your cousin's 15, then we're going to stay. Sir, how much do I have to pack?
Yeah, how do I plan for this?
Yeah, like, for 7 weeks, I can pack perfectly fine. Or for 7 days, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
That's like my whole dresser. Like, what are you talking about, sir?
Yeah.
And then,
my
like,
God.
I can't wash clothes out there because the soap they use, my skin is sensitive. So, like, I just don't know what to do. And then, like, but anyways, let's get on to this season.
Woo!
Season
Kill
5.
it.
This, what is it called? Like what is it called? To remind you of the last episode of the last season?
Oh, recap.
The recap. The recap was crazy. I didn't know what was going on. I was so confused.
No.
But I was so interested. I was so invested because of it.
Yeah. Everyone is gay, and Amy and Ricky are getting married? There's no way that's going to be healthy.
Oh, fuck no. 100%
Turns out
no.
we're right, as we're like all the way on fucking episode 18.
Yeah.
Least healthy thing I've ever been a part of.
Oh, I forgot. Let me tell you. Riverdale, their last episode of this season is airing August 28th, I think.
Okay.
So this season's almost done being aired
Okay.
regular. So hopefully by like maybe the springtime, it should be like on Netflix. I don't think it would take them that long.
I hope not.
What are you looking at me for? Can you hear her crying?
Yeah.
She's just looking at me. Okay.
Dead.
But yeah, I'm excited to watch Riverdale.
Yes.
I want to get back into it because I don't know what the fuck is happening.
No, I know. Ugh, I've been doing a really good job at avoiding spoilers, though.
Oh, literally same. What? She's behind me now. What do you want from me?
Oh, I'm dead.
Okay. So,
Okay.
season 5, episode 1. I'm just gonna have to ignore that. So, Grace kissed a girl, and she thinks she's gay now. The girl she
Yes.
kissed was Adrian.
Yes.
Which,
So-
that whole scenario,
Yeah.
she walks in the room with
Jack.
Jack, and Adrian's with,
Omar?
I think it was Omar, but I'm not sure. Yes,
I know,
it
I
was
can't
Omar
remember
because
who
they
was
end up
there.
breaking up.
Oh,
She walks into their house or their condo that Adrian had gotten with Ben. And
this storyline, I was like living. I was like, and
we
then
skipped a whole pregnancy.
no, a whole pregnancy, a whole marriage,
Mm-hmm.
and then like, I was like, wait, because she says like at first it's just comments like, oh, my daughter or whatever. I was like, daughter, she was pregnant, and then like by the time Jack's attacked and we're in the hospital, she's like, Ben and her are like, I can't even stand to be here because the last time I was here we lost our baby, and I was like, what?
Dude,
What?
it's so much we have to piece together, but I love it.
Yes. And Leo Boykovich bought them their
Condo.
and then let her keep it when they divorced.
But I think that's very nice. Like,
Oh, yeah.
they definitely went through something together that like was
Yeah.
very hard to go through,
Yeah.
but it's fucking crazy.
No,
But
literally.
they kiss, Adrian and Grace kiss. Jack breaks up with Grace. Omar breaks up with
Yes.
Adrian for a little bit. They all end up getting back together, obviously. And
Yes.
then fast forward a little bit, we find out Anna's gay.
Oh,
But like for real,
What is
and
this?
she found out while she was on a trip to Paris.
right? This just feels like they needed like a storyline or something. Like I don't, because like Amy doesn't live in the house anymore, so they're like, oh well, we still have to find a way to involve the Jurgens.
Yeah.
Like it just feels so fucking random. Ugh, I don't understand.
So I forgot what Shailene Woodley's name was in the show, so I literally wrote Ricky and Shaylee. I forgot her name while I was writing
Dude,
this.
there were so many names I couldn't remember. Leo,
Oh.
I couldn't remember Leo the whole time.
100%. And then they're introducing new characters the final season.
Yes, I didn't
You
know
got me
anybody.
fucked up.
Ugh.
But they get married, and then, or they get married, air
Right.
quotes. But the what the fuck is wrong with me? The Bruno Mars song that they played, 100% living for it, and then all the little flashbacks. I was like, oh,
Yes.
beautiful, perfect.
Living. But who wasn't using that song in like 2012 or whenever this
Oh.
was?
100%. Everybody, any wedding video you look from that era,
Yes.
yes. And then I was cracking up because again, Shaylee says, "We're crazy."
Oh my god. Their whole little thing was what?
And then Adrian had to go to summer school. We don't know why. Ben had to go to summer school, and like his whole little crew had to go to summer school.
I'm wondering if it's just because of the baby, just with the people involved in going to summer school.
Oh,
Like
maybe.
they got behind with like that.
My
I don't
sister's
know.
laugh is so loud. I don't know how to control it.
And then I was like, okay, so Adrian's still the same bitch because she won't accept her diploma because there's like no fanfare about it, even though they already let her walk in
With like her
graduation
friends.
with everyone else where apparently Ricky proposed to Amy.
But like
What?
it was his graduation that he like pulled her up on stage and
Yeah.
asked her to marry her.
Mm-hmm.
Because I forgot like what grade everybody was in.
Mm-hmm.
Like I forgot that he was basically a senior when she was a freshman.
Well, wait, but now they're seniors.
Yeah, and it's been 3 years. So right now, what's his name is 3 years old, the baby.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're
But
saying.
like
Yeah.
halfway, what is it? Halfway through this season, or like through episode 18, I was so fucking lost and confused
No. Mm-hmm.
because they're like, "Oh, summer's coming." Like I don't understand what grade they're in anymore. Like
Yeah, because they're saying they're seniors and stuff, and because they all have to have freshman mentors or whatever, mentees.
yeah,
What?
I don't know.
Anyways.
Oh, I want to talk about Adrienne cleaning out her locker since you brought up
Mm-hmm.
her graduating.
Who keeps
She
all
just
those
put-
pictures?
She just put them up over the other ones.
Yeah. What?
Nobody does that.
No.
I
And
understand
then,
like an actual picture frame maybe,
yeah.
but no.
And then I'm like tripping with Ben this entire season over the fact that he's like so mad about people being with his ex-wives. Like he's so mad that Henry slept with Adrian, but he slept
think
with
it's crazy that-
Alice.
Oh,
But like
this whole,
Henry's not allowed to be mad about that, and then meanwhile he's getting with Dylan.
but Henry doesn't know about it.
Right. Well, yeah, later on. Later on, he's not allowed to be upset about it. And then, but Ben is trying to get with Dylan. So why does he care that Adrian and Omar and Amy and Ricky are so serious?
I have
Like,
no idea.
get a grip.
And then we find out Adrian and Grace aren't friends anymore because they made out.
Right. She
Which,
has to
you
move out and
asked
end
for
the
it.
friendship. You literally.
I want to talk about Ashley's voice. It got more irritating.
Thank you. I was like, is this even the same, like, girl? Did they just clone her?
I don't know.
Who is this bitch?
Why they, like... Is this their way of kicking her off the show? Because she's done it before. Because, like, she went and traveled, like, across America.
Oh,
and
I
then
was reading synopsises, and the episode where she goes to Italy, they say is her final appearance in the series. So, yeah, they wrote her off. Or she asked to be written off. I don't know.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Oh, so then the one thing I did want to say is, who's this babysitter and why is she scared of the child waking up? And then it turns out to be Ricky's real mom, Nora.
100%. I was like, who the fuck is this bitch?
And I'm just like, why are you scared of the child waking up? If you're so scared, you should not have agreed to babysit.
Dude, it was fucking insane.
No, literally. Ugh.
So she's back in their lives, and she's working for the Boykviches.
Yes.
We find out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I want to know how she got there, but I also don't care. You know?
Well, it has something to do with Camille, because Camille, who's now marrying Leo, which, like, what happened to Betty?
Oh,
used
that's what
to
I was gonna
be.
say. Betty was my favorite fucking person.
Yes. But she made, anyways, Camille makes some off-sided comment about, or maybe it was Nora, about Nora doing the job better than she used to do or something like that. So Camille used to be Leo's assistant, and now it's Nora. I don't know how Nora got in there, but that's where Camille came from. Which then, how long has Camille been there? Because why weren't you into her then? Also, I don't like when they establish a storyline like they did with Leo's dad, where, like, I've only ever loved your mother and I have, like, I'm so sad without her. And now this man is on his, like, third fucking wife.
Oh, 100%.
Ugh, you're changing his entire character. Like, don't write him like that in the beginning, or don't ever give him a love story. I don't know what to tell you.
Also, we can say the same thing for Grace's mom.
Yes.
Because we find out she got married, and then she's getting divorced, and now she's back with George.
First and last.
Why are you crying? Okay. That's all I have for this episode.
Yeah, I think, I wrote one last note that Grace is being a bitch and that she's still stuck on this fact that she ruined her life with sex so no one else should. Like, just move on. Like, move on.
100%.
Get a new
Like,
personality trait.
I don't understand why they think sex is so serious.
Ugh.
Like, I understand when you're young, yes, it kind of is, or whatever. Like, it's such a big deal.
Yeah.
But, like, get over it. Like,
Yeah.
just because you have sex with someone doesn't mean you have, like, a bond instantly with this person forever. Like,
No, literally. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, but I'm ready for episode 2.
Okay, episode 2. I didn't write a lot for this one.
I wrote a little, but not a lot. Yeah, I would agree. Oh, yeah.
I want to know why they think Ben's girlfriend is crazy.
I think,
But apparently they got caught with, like, weed.
Yeah.
And that
she
made her
goes to a
crazy.
private school. Like, okay. I did enjoy this quote from Nora where she was talking to, like, Ricky's adoptive mom. And she's like, I don't know what they were saying, but, like, Ricky's adoptive mom was like, oh, I want to be involved in the wedding or something along those lines. And she's like, well, I didn't do drugs when I was pregnant with him. And I was like, oh, out here doing the most. Not this woman raising him, but you did not do drugs. Like, pop up.
The bare minimum.
Oh, I was dying.
I want to know what's her name, Ben's girlfriend?
Dylan.
If Dylan really did start the fire.
I know. Like, they've they like sum that up in episode 12 and then she leaves and everything, but I don't know. It just feels sus. Like, I don't know. But yeah, Dylan in the pot is like a major storyline for no fucking reason. And then
She just disappears. She's gone. Literally,
Yeah.
they go back to they
Oh.
go to an all-girls school now. Like,
yeah. And then I think it was Dylan. It was either Dylan or Leo, but they said Ben can't cook, therefore he isn't the arsonist. Huh? Huh?
also, you broke into a school to make s'mores.
No, literally.
Like,
And make
out of
out?
all the places you could have gone, a school.
Mm-hmm.
You go there for 8 hours a day. You want to go back?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. To make out? No. Ugh.
Dude, there's so many rumors going around in this episode, which, like, why?
Mm-hmm.
And then nobody in this goddamn show can keep a secret.
Oh, no.
I think George is, like, the best one at keeping a secret, but even then, like, once he has his limit, he's like,
Right, because he hits his limit and he tells Anne that they didn't actually get married when we find that out. And I'm like, what? On the answering machine?
and then Grace becomes a Christian again. She's born again,
Shut
which I fucking hate this whole fucking thing.
up.
Like, I don't care what religion you are. Like, you can be whatever you want to be as long as you're not affecting anybody else.
Yes.
But my biggest thing is don't push it on other people.
Yeah, that's my problem with her. It's like the way she shoves it down people's throats. Like, no, shut up.
And then we meet Ethan, the
Oh,
new foster kid.
of Ricky's parents.
Yes. And then
I don't like him.
I think he's funny. I don't like him either. Like, a bunch of the shit that he does later on, I'm just like, dude, stop. Like,
no.
you need to quit while you're ahead.
Yes.
But my question is, she left him in the car while they're waiting for them to get back from this wedding.
Mm-hmm.
How long was he in that car? Because it had to have lasted hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she just left him in the car, and she's like, that's what he gets. What? Just bring him inside.
Yeah, bring him inside. He's not a fucking dog. I don't know. I wouldn't even leave my dog in the car. I
Especially
probably
for
would
that
not
long.
have brought my dog.
I mean, I understand they're in California. Probably has nice weather, but like, what is he gonna
Not
do in the
that
car for
nice.
hours? Like,
Yeah.
my mom leaves me in the car to go to the store, and I think 10 minutes is too long.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last thing I wrote down is Ben passed out
Yeah. Over what?
because he found out Amy got married.
Yeah, like, over what? Like, you are dating someone.
100% completely with another person,
Ugh.
and he still can't get over Amy. But I also understand that he's not getting over Amy because Amy still, like, keeps him there. You know,
Yeah,
like,
well, Amy
Amy's
loves
not, like,
attention.
oh, 100%. But Amy's not like she's not cutting him off completely.
No.
She's still leading him on. So he in his head he has this idea like, oh, one day I can get her back.
Yeah.
Which is true. Like, if I'm talking to two different people and then like I'm not gonna keep one, like, if I get into a relationship, I'm not gonna keep the one
yeah.
thinking they still have a chance.
Yeah,
like,
no, literally.
It's unfair to him. But at the same time, Ben, get over her.
Please.
That's all I have for this episode.
No, same. Well, I did have a quote from George where he asks Anne at one point, he says, how's the gay life? And then he also tells her when they're in a fight, I thought you were straight, things change. And I was like, George, please stop right now. But other than that, that was the last thing I wrote after Ben fainting. I was like, first you say, how's the gay life? And then you're fighting and you say, I thought you were straight, things change. I was like, George, stop. Literally, George, period. Stop,
Okay, but
period.
I love George though. Like,
Oh, yes.
I don't like him later on. He's like has his midlife crisis, but
Oh, yeah.
oh,
Okay.
but for episode 3, the first thing I wrote is Ben is like stupidly upset about Amy getting married.
Yes. Oh, and this is the end of Ashley, because I wrote at the top that I read no more Ashley. So, this is her last appearance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who Bet these kids bringing that big ass wedding cake into the school.
Dude, this was so fucking stupid. Why? 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 Why?
And then they have a fucking giant ass flash mob in the
To-
middle of the school.
To the Bruno Mars song.
To only Amy, because
Yes.
Ricky doesn't go to school there anymore.
No.
And her friends wanted to celebrate her.
Yes, apparently.
But, like, none of the kids in the flash mob, if you looked at them, looked young enough to be in high school.
No. Of course not.
And then Amy, for her little, the help a fishy thing, the help a freshman out, she ends up with a pregnant freshman.
Literally, I was like, hold on, where did I write this? Oh, yeah, I said she will never not be the pregnant girl at this point. Like, fuck, let her move on.
But I think it's because she revolved around her pregnancy. I think
Yeah.
that's why, because the
That's true.
freshman that's pregnant, she's not known as the pregnant girl. She's known as the girl that moved from
That's
Houston
true. That's true.
to California to live with her grandma. Like, that's what she's known as. And then Amy wants to convince her to keep the baby.
I don't know what Amy's trying to do. Amy's just like, I don't know. I just,
Dude, you don't even like your own kid. Like, why are you going to try to convince somebody else to keep it? Like,
exactly.
what? And then the pregnant girl, or what's her name? Sierra. I know her name is Sierra in real life.
Kathy. Yeah.
Kathy says, I don't want to end up like you.
Yeah, good.
She's a senior. I don't even think she's a senior yet, though. I don't know. Whatever she
I think
said.
everyone is supposed to be a senior, but I don't think Amy's gonna fucking graduate at this point.
I don't know. But she basically says, I don't want to end up like you with a husband and a kid. Like, I
Yeah.
want more for my life than that. Which, 100% understandable.
Yeah.
And then I don't know where I got this quote from or who said it. You're more precious to me than any piece of gold.
Oh, I think it was Ricky's adoptive mom to Ricky because she gives
Oh.
them the bands and he's like, no, this means too much because they're her parents' bands.
Yeah. At
Yeah,
this point,
that was
like,
adorable though.
yes. And then Ben says, I'm a senior who's divorced. That's on you.
Oh my god.
Nobody else. That's on you.
And then he fucking goes up to Omar and in the middle of the hall and was like, you're a pervert. What's wrong with you? You're destroying
Literally.
people's reputations. For what?
I do think it's weird that Omar was basically graduating college while he was dating Adrian, because that means that Adrian was a senior in high school, basically.
Sure, yeah.
When they got together. So I
Absolutely.
do think that's a little weird, but that doesn't make him a pervert.
No. No. Oh, and now the private school has to go to this school.
Yes.
And one of Dylan's friends is that big time Rush girl. The one that's in love with Kendall? The blonde one that oh, she might not be the one that gets sent away, but that is Joe from Big Time Rush.
Whoa, I did not put that together.
Yes. I saw her. I loved their relationship. I was obsessed with it unhealthily.
The one that's getting with Jack, so she gets information from him. She is on The Walking Dead, and she's on, what else is she on? I know she's on The Walking Dead, but I know she's on another show. I don't know what it was.
Oh, I want to be annoyed by those girls, but I love gossip and drama just as much as they do, so I'm not. But, like, they're kind of pissing me off at some points where I'm like, just fucking chill.
Why are they wearing uniforms?
Yes, still.
Like, what? I love gossip. I love tea. But I'm never gonna give someone sexual favors for that.
No.
Never.
No.
Ben tells Amy he loves her.
Yeah.
Which, like, sir, calm down.
Ugh. George and Kathleen were making out over dinner with their kids. Also,
Well, Grace is saying a prayer.
who's that other half brother?
Oh, apparently they found out that Grace's dad was cheating on her mom
Oh, yeah.
while they were together, and he just randomly popped up. But then he never comes up again. Like,
He like leaves or something, and then we
he
never
goes
see him
back to
again.
his he goes back
Yeah.
to his normal family.
Yeah, with school or something. I don't know.
I don't know. And then I wrote invention of the, and I don't know what this word is.
Oh.
Who knows?
The last thing I wrote is that Ben is pissed because, quote, Ricky stole his life. Like, then I want to know, for the first time, I want to know what happened between Amy and Ben. Because I really don't give a fuck, but I do want to know now, like, did she break up with him then? Did he not? Like, the way we left it when we stopped watching season 2, it seemed like Ben wanted more.
Yeah.
So,
I also want to know how him and Adrian ended up sleeping together,
Yeah.
because that doesn't make sense to me.
no.
I think
No.
it was probably like Adrian was trying to get back at Ricky. He was
Yeah.
trying to get back at Amy.
agree.
And then they just have. I do remember, from like watching it a long time ago, that Adrian did end up moving into the house next to the Jurgens,
Mm-hmm.
and they ended up doing it, and she had just started a new birth control, and it takes like 7 days for it to take effect, for those of you that don't know. And that's when she got pregnant. But I always thought that she had gotten pregnant by Ricky, not by Ben.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
So I don't know. Oh, 100%. But that is it
Yes.
for this episode. We know it's a little bit short. We're trying, okay?
Yeah, we watched an uneven number without realizing it, so
Yeah.
sorry, you're gonna get 3. A bunch of 3s.
All right. Do you have any what the fuck news? Because I have one.
Oh, I forgot. No.
Okay. So I'll just do mine. So my what the fuck news of the week is 100% allegedly. I don't know what happened, and I'm still waiting to figure out, and that's why this is what the fuck. Apparently, I took a screenshot of it because I wanted to make sure I got it as close as correct as I possibly could, I guess. Apparently, I don't know how many there were. I think it was 3 Marines got attacked by 9 teenagers in California. They were,
Oh my god.
I mean, the story says it's nearly 40 teens attacking the off-duty Marines, allegedly. But it was 9 of them that, like, it was Memorial Day weekend. They were lighting fireworks, these teens, apparently. And apparently the Marines were like, we told them we were a Marine so they would leave us alone, and they didn't. Which, like, to a civilian, that's not really going to mean anything,
Yeah.
you know? Unless it's, like, another Marine you're telling that to that's, like, a veteran. But apparently, allegedly, these Marines are saying that they just attacked them for no reason, like, no reason at all. And apparently it was because they told them not to shoot fireworks anymore, and that's why these teens got angry. But to me, that didn't make sense. So I did a little digging. And apparently, these teens are now coming out and saying that, allegedly, the Marines were trying to SA these teenage girls, like 15 years old. Allegedly.
Oh.
And that's why they got beat up. And, like, there's, like, a Instagram that's called, like, the Marines are lying. And so, I don't know what's true or not. And that's why it's so what the fuck to me, because I don't know what's true or not.
Yeah, this is
Because I
crazy.
100%, like, I can believe the teens, like, ganging up on somebody, or these 3 Marines,
Yeah.
if they are attacking these young girls. Like, they want to protect their friends. They're all in a group together. And to me, it doesn't make sense if, like, teens wouldn't pop off, basically, if, like, somebody told them to turn off fireworks, they'd be like, no, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
just leave if you don't want to hear them. You know?
Yeah.
So I just want to know what happens. And that's why it's what the fuck to me. Because apparently, like, 9 of these kids have gotten arrested. And they haven't told the full story yet. The Marines didn't end up going to the hospital. Like, they could walk it off.
What?
So, like, I don't understand, like...
Yeah, I don't either. I'm confused.
And then in the videos, the Marines aren't fighting back. And they say that it's because they didn't want to get in trouble or something. Which I don't know. But...
Interesting.
It's pretty crazy. I don't know if there's been any developments on it, but it just came out recently. But yeah, that's what the fuck news of the week, because why were they attacked?
Yeah.
What actually happened? Let's get to the bottom of it. But yeah.
Okay. Love it. Well, hopefully there's some sort of an update.
Yeah, I hope so, because I want to know. Like, it's so interesting to me. Like, what the fuck actually happened? But that is it for this week's episode of What the Fuck Is This Podcast?
Yes.
You can go ahead and follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Is that it? Is that my whole ending?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah. We
know
love
these
you.
episodes are short, but we're trying. Okay, we're trying to finish this goddamn show.
Yeah, and get back to something we love, and we'll make the time better for it, because that's the other
Suggest
thing.
shows for us, please.
Please.
But that is it for this week's episode, and we'll catch y'all next week.
Yes.
Toodaloo!
Bye.